Hello and welcome to the Fully Charged Show. Now, about 12 years ago, I travelled to France with Renault to test drive the fabulous Renault Zoe, which had an incredible range of 90 miles, a pure electric car. The first one they built that was built as an electric car from the ground up. Amazing car, really popular. I have just driven here in this. This is the Renault Scenic E-Tech. This has a range of well over 300 miles regardless. What a development in those 12 years, and what an amazing car. Now this is considered to be a really viable competitor to the Tesla Model Y, and I've been driving around to find out if that's true. Love the Fully Charged Show? Join us live in Canada this September, the South in October, and Australia and London in 2025. Renault, when you think of the advances they've made, and I think they are an exemplary European car maker that has faced the challenge of cheaper, smaller electric cars from China, and they haven't freaked out and asked the government to ban imports. In fact, quite the opposite. They've said we need the competition. And the Renault 5, I've just seen the Renault 5 in the metal for the first time, and it really is gorgeous. So, I mean, that is a really cool, small, cheaper, really amazing, really impressive electric car. And this, I saw this when I went to pick it up this morning. I go, it's kind of another, mid-sized SUV-ish car, but my goodness, this is on a par with, the real sort of the leaders in this field, which are, Kia and Hyundai with the Kona and the Kia e-Niro, really like third, fourth generation. They've really refined those cars. They're really impressive now. This is up there with them. This is really impressive car. I've driven it, a couple of hours now, and all the little bits of driver assistance it gives are helpful, not annoying. And that is really clever bit of this. I'm talking about the tech in this car. We've all experienced annoying driver assistance. A really good example is the MG4's lane keeping assistant, which is just purely annoying. It's a lane annoying assistant. This does the same thing, but it does it with very subtle vibrations on the steering wheel, no beeping. The speed limit, it will tell you that you're above the speed limit by 1 mile an hour. It'll do the most subtle, just a little polite, "Excusez-moi, monsieur, you are going slightly over the speed limit." And it's not a performance car. It's not fast. It's not the acceleration. I'm sure I'll try it in sport, but that's not the point. In fact, I'll try it now. I'll put it into sport. There we go. So, that is like any reasonable electric car. It's got a bit more oomph, there's no doubt, and everything goes red and aggressive on the dash screen here. Yeah, I've managed about 3.8 miles to the kilowatt hour, which is not so far today, and it's sort of a warmish summer's day, British summer. Not breathtaking. And I've been driving it quite carefully. It's in eco mode, but it has such a phenomenal range. It really isn't a problem. It has a 87 kilowatt hour usable battery. There we go. It's beeping at me because I'm going 32 miles an hour in a 30 mile an hour zone. 87 kilowatt hour battery. So, the range is just not, there's no such thing as range in these cars anymore. That's just boring. You just drive them and then you charge them when it's convenient for you. But yeah, I think I was expecting that I would be able to get slightly more than that. I'm quite good at getting high fuel economy in electric cars. I've been doing it a long time, and I've only managed to get 3.8. At the moment, it's at 3.7. So it is a thirsty vehicle. And I mean, if there's one comparison with, say, a Tesla Model Y, is they are just staggeringly efficient at the way they use the energy you put into them. I regularly get 5 miles to the kilowatt hour in a Tesla Model 3, and that is extraordinary. That is an extraordinary achievement, and that, I always want to take my hat off to Tesla when they deserve it. I keep it on quite a lot of the time. I just love the fact it's got Google Maps. It makes life so much easier. It has a huge array of apps. The car controls, really, really clear again. Very nice. It's got hands-free parking assistant. There's a load of stuff that this car can do that I haven't had time to try. But it's, you know, everything I've used so far is really good. The cameras are blindingly good. They really are excellent. All the other controls are really on the steering wheel, so I found that very, very easy to use. Regen braking paddles on the back of the steering wheel there, very good. I have used the wipers now about 40 times when I'm trying to put it into gear. So that's wipers, and that's putting it in drive. So you get used to it, but I have made that mistake. Audio is controlled down here, indicators there, very easy, lights controlled there, and nice actual buttons for your heating and cooling down here, actual clicky on and off buttons, really useful. Love that. What else? Oh, charging for your phone, obviously, down there. Cup holders. This is a little bit odd because you have to find that. That isn't, or you have to push. There's a little lever you have to push. But anyway, big cubby box there, useful box there. Plenty of storage in the doors. I think that's an adaptable kind of bottle and cup holder. Loads of room down there. Nice vents as well. Those are quite nice. The blowy vents are very nice and chunky adjustable system. But it's very Renault. It's very French. It's very usable, very friendly, as I've said before. I can't really fault it that much. It's just brilliant. And this is bonkers. I mean, the roof thing is just so clever. Oh. I mean, if nothing else, it would entertain the children for hours. So now I've got a clear view of the beautiful blue summer sky of a British July afternoon. Okay, let's try in the back. Old man gets in back of car really easily. Really, didn't bang my head. Big plus. This is, okay, it is a bigger car, but this is so roomy, so comfortable. Brilliant. I love it. I just get everything I see in this car. The more I see, the more I like. Now, I have been told by the people at Renault that I've got to have a look at the console between the two rear seats. Very nice, very nice. 2 cup holders there. 2 USB-C ports down there. Oh, lift that up. Hello. Oh my goodness. What's this? So you push this out. This is so you're on a long drive. The kids are getting moody. You put them in the back. You put a movie on your phone or your tablet. Oh, does it do that? I can't quite work out how it does it. Oh yeah, and then you can watch your film on there. So if you had a tablet, obviously that'd be a lot bigger, and you've got your drink in there. This is genius. That's a clever thing. I've never seen that with anyone else. I just love this car. We're driving through a new development of wonderful new homes that have been built in the last 5 years, and none of them have got solar panels on the roof. Just saying. Now, I haven't driven this in anger anywhere, like on a track. For some reason, I haven't drifted it sideways on a disused runway, which just shows what an utterly inept car reviewer I am. But what I've experienced is what it would be like to use this on a road to go from A to B. The kind of reason that you want a car like this. So I would say the ride is incredibly comfortable. It seems to soak up the bumps very well. It's not worried about that. It feels incredibly confident. The steering is not too light and not too heavy. Basically, I can't even find a criticism for it. I mean, the steering wheel controls are very intuitive. Straight away you get in the car, you work it out. It's got really good cruise control, adaptive cruise control works really well. Visibility, really good. All the information you need. There's a lovely little bit of information right in front of me, which tells me in 1 mile I've got to turn left on to Lower Early Way. So those bits, they all go in, but they're not intrusive. They're not like badgering you or hectoring you. They're just helping. They are actually helping you drive. And that, I think, is it's kind of what you need in a car. I hate being hectored. The Tesla does the same thing. The Tesla goes at totally random times. which is telling you that you're going too near the edge. And I know I'm not. It does it in very specific bits of road where it freaks out. And that is just annoying. That just makes you angry when you're driving. Whereas this thing just gently keeps you in the lane without being intrusive. It's a very polite Frenchman giving you assistance. The other thing I have noticed, the longer I drive it, is it's a really quiet car inside. Even on the motorway, when I was at motorway speeds, I'd say this is quieter than a Tesla. So I'm doing all these silly comparisons with one specific model. What about an Audi or a Kia or a BYD? Because I'm really aware and I'm very used to driving a Tesla, it is the easiest one for me to compare it with, and it does compare really, really well. Similar range, similar price, we're going to check that up, but I think better technology, I really do. I can't help it, I've really fallen for this car. I think it's a really impressive machine. It compares, I think, really, really well with the Tesla Model Y. And I say this because I think the technology inside, the driver assistance, the ease of use, the fact that you've got a dash in front of you. I know Tesla are breaking the mold and throwing out the bathwater, but actually it's really good to have a speedometer right in front of where you're looking that way, and there's a speedometer. You can tell how fast you're going. You can tell which directions you're meant to take. Those are really big pluses for me. And it's about £5,000 cheaper on the road in the UK than a Tesla Model Y. So that is quite impressive. This is £40,000. The Tesla Model Y is about 45,000, starting from 45,000. If I was going to choose between the two, this has always been the massive advantage for Teslas, these superchargers. Well, look what I'm doing, charging one of these on one of those. But anyway, so I'm really impressed with this. These are for sale now in the UK. They're all over Europe. They're going to be very popular. Such a big, comfortable, roomy car, loads of luggage space, all the good things you want in a car. That's all. Please do subscribe to the Fully Charged Show. Please do come along to our live shows. Please tell your mates about our show. And as always, finally, if you have been, thank you for watching.